Good morning, students. In previous video, I had explained about the introduction of classification of elements. In that video, just I had explained about different scientists. They classified the elements their own way. Like that, so many scientists they tried their classifications. They were tried their own way by classifying the elements. Out of that all classifications, three were given in our textbook. So what are the three? The first one is Dobrainer's law of triads, and the next one is Newland's law of octaves, and the third one is Mendeleev's periodic table. So out of these three classifications, just I explained the Dobriner law of triads. In this video, I will explain about Newland's law of octaves. Newland, he was a British chemist, and he found that when elements were arranged, like other scientists like Dobriner, he too arranged the elements in the increasing order of their atomic weights. When the elements were arranged like this, he observed and he found that all these elements appeared to fall into 7 groups, and each group contained elements with similar chemical properties. So based on these observations, he proposed the law of octaves. Here you see this table. This is the Newland's table of elements. Here in this table, up to 56. At that time, he was only for 56 elements. He was arranged the classification like this, and out of these 56 elements, when he arranged, see, this is one group, and lithium, sodium, potassium, this is one group. Like this, when he arranged the elements in the increasing order of their atomic weights, some elements repeating the same properties of the earlier elements. So like that, the elements which are having the similar properties, all these elements he arranged in one group like this, horizontal row. So here hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine, all these elements have the similar properties. So all the similar properties of elements he arranged in a horizontal row like this. How many groups he arranged? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he got 7 groups. Out of in that groups, for example, if we take the hydrogen, from that hydrogen to the 8th element, means here this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th. So this 8th element have the similar properties of the starting element. So here the starting element is hydrogen. So like that he arranged all the elements in groups. So based on this arrangement, he proposed a law. So now I will read the Newland's law of octaves. The law of octaves. What is that law of octaves? You see here. Law of octaves states that when elements are arranged in the ascending order of their atomic weights, they fall into a pattern in which their properties repeat at regular intervals. Every 8th element starting from a given element resembles in its properties so that of the starting element. Elements with similar chemical properties are to be present along a horizontal row. So this is about the law of octaves. So this is important for 1 mark. So in this law, what he said, in these groups, if you take any element, suppose if I take aluminium, so from this, when you count the 8th element, so from aluminium means 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So this chromium. So chromium have the similar properties of aluminum. So like that he arranged all the elements in groups. Whatever the element, if you take, suppose if you take sulfur, from the sulfur the eighth element have the same similar properties of this one. This is the iron. So every eighth element have the same similar properties of the starting element. When he arranged the elements in these groups, he was assigned numbers to each element. So hydrogen is 1, lithium is 2, like G4 3, boron for 4, like that he was given numbers to each and every element. So Newland was the first to assign atomic numbers to elements. Now, what are the limitations of Newland's law of octaves? The first one is, here you see there are instances of two elements fitted into the same slot. Example, cobalt and nickel. Here you see this table. Actually, for each element, he was allotted one slot. Means for one room, one element. But in some cases, in each room, two elements were allotted. For example, cobalt and nickel. If you take here in all one element only, but here in this slot he was taken two elements. So this is one limitation. And the next one is, certain elements totally dissimilar in their properties were fitted into the same group. Same only. Here if you take the first group, actually hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, these elements have the similar properties. But cobalt, nickel and lead and these, they're having the dissimilar properties. Means they are having the similar properties, but that properties are completely different from the hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. With that, so dissimilar elements means properties of elements he were fitted into the same group. This is the second limitation. And the third limitation is, Newland's periodic table was restricted to only 56 elements, and he did not leave any room or any gap for the new elements. Elements that were discovered later could not be fitted into this Newland's table according to with their properties. So this is one more drawback of Newland's classification. And the last limitation is, when he classified the elements in the periodicity pattern, means every eighth element have the similar properties of the first or the starting element. So this is just like the musical notes. In the musical note, if you see Indian music, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni. Again that sa is repeating. So when you count these notes, this is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and this is the eighth. Means the first one and here the eighth one, these two have the same notes. Like in the music, how the notes have the periodicity, in the same way he arranged, he classified the elements. Due to that, he forced the few of the elements. This property made him to force the arrange the all the elements into this active pattern, and sometimes without caring the similarities. So with some elements they don't have the similar properties, even though like music, how the notes are repeating. So this property make him to force to arrange all the elements in this way. So these are the limitations of Newland's law of octaves. Thank you.